I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think Kevin Durant is. I don't know if he's 100% back, but he's a top 10 player in the league, if not better, right now. It was not. It was not. There was still rust. I mean, he hasn't played an NBA game in 18 months, so obviously he was a little rusty. But man, he still looked like the same old KD. He looks. No one could touch his shot. He was driving to the rim, getting to the free throw line a couple times. It was so nice to see. I'm so happy.
Yeah, and the one thing that referring to James Harden, like they have so much depth, which I hope they don't lose because Kevin Durant is able to play 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving is able to play 24 minutes. Like they're able to preserve themselves and be ready for that playoff push. And they're so good. Like the players are. This team was a 7 seed without those two players.
Yeah.
If you take the two best players off the team, any championship level team, they're going to be so bad. Like the Lakers probably don't make the playoffs. Not probably.
No. No.
Like
No.
the Clippers don't make the playoffs. The Bucks don't make the playoffs. And this team was a 7 seed, so they're by far the deepest playoff contender, our championship contender. And that's going to help them stay healthy. And hopefully Kevin Durant keeps improving because he's already great. But we know this isn't 100% Kevin Durant. So
Yeah.
15, 16 games from now, hopefully he keeps improving and he could be one of the guys. He could be the next Dominique Wilkins to beat this injury.
Dominique Wilkins and Kevin Durant. I mean, I don't know if KD's going to average 30 this year, but just the eyeball test, just looking at him, he looked pretty close to the Kevin Durant we're used to seeing, and that was unbelievable. I don't want to react too much to one game,
Yeah.
but I think the Nets could be the best offensive team in the league. If we get a KD performance like that, if KD performs like, or Kyrie performs like that, Karis LeVert off the bench, I don't know how we didn't talk about Karis LeVert for a six man. He feels like the favorite right now for six man. But yeah, I think they could be the best offensive team in the league. And if Kevin Durant actually is close to himself, I think this team can be. I think this team could go to the finals and compete with the Lakers. I don't think they'd be able to stop the Lakers defensively
Yeah.
because the Warriors were not much of a challenge last night.
Mm-hmm.
But this team can score against anybody.
Yeah. It's just they don't have a single good defender.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say they have good defenders, but they don't have a single All NBA like defender
No.
who could just go out there and slow a start. So it's gonna be tough when your defense, in my opinion, is not gonna be that good unless Jared Allen takes huge leaps or DeAndre Jordan reverts back to his Clipper days and he's actually good defensively. Maybe Kevin Durant actually is 100% and can move really good defensively. Maybe Kyrie Irving tries harder. Maybe Spencer Dinwiddie tries harder, but they all have to improve on the defensive end. And Mike D'Antoni is your assistant coach. Steve Nash is your main coach. Hopefully, they actually emphasize defense because I think that's what this team's going to come down to. Like, do they win a championship? Defense. That's the only
Yeah.
question.
No, 100%. Thanks for watching. Listen to the Stretch the Floor podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and follow us on Instagram.